Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at the 5 worst gadgets in the game at the moment. This list might change pretty soon just because there's new gadgets coming out all the time, and even with the new update there's probably going to be a bunch more gadgets coming out. So as I said, it's going to change soon. We're going to be playing with KC in second best. I'll put their links in the description below. If you guys don't know, second's probably the best player in the NA region, and we've got KC, one of the best players in Europe, so we've got a mixture of things. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into number 5. Alright guys, so getting into the 5th worst gadget in the game, in my opinion, it's going to be Coles. So Coles could be pretty much low on the list. It's probably just due to the fact of how good he is in the meta, so I don't really mind his gadget at the moment. I still tend to get more value out of it, but the only time you get value out of it is if you use your super. It's the only time you can really use it, or if you're on like a enemy high safe or something. That's the only other time you can use it without using your super, but it's actually really good. I actually get a lot of value out of it most of the time, and you don't really want to use the super like that anymore, but you can get quite a bit of damage. It does 300 damage per tick. And obviously, as you can see, it leaves a massive fire trail behind. And if you're going to be playing modes like Heist, or if you're spinning on a Frank or any other tank or something, it's going to deal a ton of damage. And that's probably why I like it. And as I said, you kind of don't use Cole's super as aggressively as you once were. Now you kind of play it passive, and when someone's low, it's going to be helping you get them kills. So now I'm going to go in on the scale. We're going to be able to score. Right, so hopping into another game with the Carven, trying to get some value out of his gadget. But yeah, as I said, the only time you want to be using it is with your super. I think that just comes with common sense now, and just probably everyone thinks it's like the worst gadget in the game, but I do tend to get a lot of value. It does help me in a lot of gunfights against a Frank, as I said, and you know, it's damage you definitely don't want to look away at. And obviously, if you're in the fire, if you're chasing someone down, they've got to be careful of it, because 300 damage and with your super, it's going to be leaving a massive trail. It's actually a ton, and looking like second can actually go and score here. He nearly is able to score. That's literally my first shot. I've just realised I've not even been hitting this Cole at all here, but this is a really high team, I think, because we actually got underdog before this, and I'm at 1000, so this must be a really high team. They must be like a couple of games of rank 35. But anyway, as I said, you don't really want to play really aggressive with Carl anymore. You kind of want to play it passive most of the time, especially with his super. You're not really going to get the most value out of his super anymore, unless you're using like protected pirouette and using a Poco in your comp. You're not really going to be getting the most value out of his supers anymore. So I'm pretty low here. I actually need to fall back. Looking like their surge is nearly able to go down here. This is going to be pretty sticky. Looking like Andre's just going to be able to miss that one. So we're 1-0 up going into this. Need to be careful to not feed the surge. We're talking more about the gadgets. There are going to be new gadgets coming out pretty soon. I'll be interested to see what gadget Carl has, because I feel like any gadget's really going to be better than the one you've got at the moment. I'm kind of interested to see. I've not really got any ideas what the gadget could be, so I'm just going to go and get some pressure here. So it don't really matter if I die here, because at least I get a respawn. Casey's going to be going in, but he gets absolutely melted though, looking like they're going to be able to score. So a bit unfortunate on the timing of the goal, but as I said, it'll be interesting to see, because Cole's already a really good brawler, but if he gets a good gadget, he's going to be even better. So second going to be going in for the dash. He just can't get that kill in time. I managed to keep him alive there. So again, I've still got 2 gadgets left. As I said, I've not really seen any value with my super at the moment. Going into overtime, we've probably got the better comp, so we don't really need to rush too many things. Casey's popping off here. We should be able to make a goal happen. Let's just go spin on this Cole, and yeah, we're in a 1v3 situation. I don't think we need to rush it. Casey's going in a bit too aggro there, but as you can see, my fire did a lot, and his fire actually dealt a lot as well. I wasn't actually realising that I was sitting in his fire, but second with the speed here, he should be able to go and score. He only just misses out on that one. But the surge is pretty low. He's at first level, so again I'm going to go spin in, looking like we can pick up the win here. So yeah, that's going to be the 5th worst gadget in the game at the moment. Probably could be lower on the list. As you can see, a big win now, a big tilt for them. So that's going to be the 5th best. Let's jump into number 4. Alright guys, jumping into the 4th worst gadget in the game. It's going to be Shelly. So Shelly's not been good in the meta for a very long time, and this gadget is just a bit lackluster, to be honest. There's a lot better dashes out there than Shelly's. Literally every other one has some sort of other value to it. Like Max's dash has got some invulnerability. You've got surges, you can dash for a wall. That Poco's using Screeching solo. He's able to take down second best there, but yeah, as I was saying, Shelly's dash just doesn't really complement to that much. It's just much better gadgets that could be used instead of this one will like better ideas. And I mean, it can be good in such certain situations. You can use it to be aggressive. You can use it to get out of sticky situations. But as I said, there's just better options than this for sure. But I mean, that dash in that situation actually did help me. But as I said, I just feel like there's something missing with the gadget. There should be something else that's better than this. But her new gadget that's coming out does look pretty good. It's the sniper one, which will be definitely better than this one. Just because this one's, as I said, not really too good. I'm actually close to super here. Second should be able to do something here. But the screeching solo takes him down, which is pretty funny to see. Bit rage inducing. Looking like Casey's able to change some bats here. He's going in absolute ham, and he's able to get a triple kill. So that is pretty epic. At least you're doing nothing here. But as I was saying, Shelly's one of the worst brawlers in the game by far. And maybe with a sniper gadget it'll be pretty good, and it's probably influencing my vote a bit just because I know this new gadget's coming out and I know it's going to be much better than this one, so that's why I'm putting it so low on the list. But looking like Casey again can just swipe through these guys, going in absolutely ham. But I'd love to see if Shelly becomes a little bit meta, if the gadget's actually pretty good. But again, I've only used one, well, I've only had a chance to use one gadget here in this game. And that's why I just prefer anything else other than this, because I'm not getting any value out of it. It makes no sense to like dash into fire. As I said, it kind of just predicts the way you want to be. Well, it counters the way you want to be playing us. So we're trying to get this Mortis out of it. I don't want to go one side in case he just dashes through us. But we're able to save that. Only 15 seconds left, so looking like we can pick up the win. Let's just pass the ball into the corner. I'm only one shot from a super here, so let's just dash to try and protect the ball. We should be able to chain supers on these guys. Let's see. Yeah, we're able to pick up the win here. So that's going to be Shelly, the 4th worst gadget in the game, in my opinion. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, hopping into the 3rd worst gadget in the game. It's going to be Piper's auto-aim gadget. So, I mean, it's actually pretty good against tanks, what we're facing now. But overall in the meta, Piper's just not very good. And it's because of her other gadget. Her other gadget is much more needed. Look like Casey can go and score here. But her other gadget is really OP. That's why this one just sucks in comparison. Because everyone can basically guarantee you kills when needed. I'm just going to jump back here, but at least when there's tanks on me, I can use this gadget to keep them back. So this Jackie's going to be going in. At least it deals 100 damage as well. It's a little stun. I mean, it used to be a really good star power back when Piper was meta, but now Piper's meta is not meta, and it's mainly due to the fact that in a Piper 1v1, you just have to use her other gadget. You just have to use it, and that obviously makes her more vulnerable to tanks. And you can't really switch it out because if you're facing an enemy Piper, there's no way you're going to be able to win the 1v1 when the other Piper has that gadget. So I'm going to go, we'll break this here. It's not even the fact that the gadget just is really bad. It's mainly due to the fact that the other one's so good. But that's going to be Piper. That's going to be the 3rd worst gadget in the game in a minute. Maybe when more gadgets come out, it'll be a completely different list. So we'll wait and see. But it's mainly due to the fact that her other gadget is so much better than this one, but that's going to be the 3rd worst gadget in the game. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, so hopping into the 2nd worst gadget in the game, it's going to be Ems. So Ems used to literally have like the best gadget in the game, and this nerf has basically killed her gadget because as you can see, look at the radius, it's so small. It's a really tiny knockback, and it's one of the main reasons why she's not meta is due to the fact about how bad her gadget is. I mean, you can get some uses out of it. You've got 3 uses to get a knockback, but it just doesn't knock them back nowhere near as it once was able to do so. But as I said, it's one of the main reasons why she's not meta, because people that are able to get up close to her, it doesn't knock them back further away for her to survive. So she's still going to be in the action even though you've just gadgeted. So I've not even had a chance to really use my gadget at a minute because no one's gotten close. But try and get into a close gunfight here. I'm using a hype star power this time around. I did say in my other video that Bad Karma was better, but I mean, I'd like to switch between either star power, but looking like this Surge is level 3 already. Again, not really any reason to use a gadget in this scenario. Maybe if like a Cole supered on me, I could actually cancel that, but not even having a chance. So I think Casey might be running Screeching solo. He's going a bit aggro here, but Mr. P is pretty weak. This Surge is max, so I'm going to be going in aggro, trying to take him down. That's probably going to be me dead here, but again, in this match, I'm nearly actually able to take down a Surge. That would have been pretty clutch, but in this matchup, only Cole's the brawler I can knock him back with. And that was one of the main reasons why Cole was really bad in meta, if you guys remember. Because Ems' knockback used to be insane. It used to basically counter Cole and the way he was played. But now Carl's played a lot differently. Ems is just not as good because she used to be a good counter to loads of different brawlers, but literally every brawler in the game at the minute counters Ems other than tanks, really. And even tanks can have a decent success rate against her, as I said, because it's really hard to keep brawlers back, especially with this gadget. It's not the best at all. So I'm looking to get my super pretty soon. I'm going to try and go a bit aggro. I've not really got any tanks to face off against, so I've just got to keep my range. Most of them are going to go down. Hopefully KC respawns in time, which I think he's going to be able to do so, which he is, which is pretty clutch. So there's 20 seconds left with a max surge. I need to stay away from that surge. I'm just going to go aggro here, looking for some positioning. At least we've got a Mr. P down. That surge is probably going to look to go and score here, which he's able to do so. So it's going to go into overtime. But again, I only got like one good use out of my gadget that entire game. Not really obviously facing the best comp, but I just think there could be much better options for Ems. Maybe they need to increase her radius again. Maybe we need to make it so she has 2 knockbacks. I need to do something because Ems really has been sucking in the meta as of recently. I need to just stay away from the surge and not feed him, else we're going to be losing this game for sure. But KC with the heal here. We should probably switch our matchup, but I should probably go into the Carl in this scenario. We need to get this ported down. Yeah, and actually not had a chance to even push up here or get any value. I'm close to super though, so once I get that, I should be able to make an aggro play. I'm going to slowly build my way up. I actually missed the gadget there, so you can just see how bad the radius is. I thought I was in thingy there, but he's able to bait out my gadget, so not the best gadget at all here. So, I mean, this guy's going to be level 3 soon. Got to wait for the Mr. P, but we actually might be able to make a goal happen. So let's make an aggro play. Let's pass this off to second. He should be able to super shot that in, which he's able to do so. So that's going to be Ems, the second worst gadget in the game now. Obviously, I think the last time I did this, Ems was like number 1, so it makes a big change. So that's going to be the second worst gadget in the game. Let's hop into the worst. Alright guys, so moving into the worst gadget in the game, in my opinion, it's going to be Dynamite's gadget. So Dynamite's gadget is really bad in this moment of time. I mean, it's got a bit better viability. It gives him a bit of additional speed. But then again, it's just not very good at all. And it's probably one of the reasons why Dynamite isn't meta at the minute, is because of his gadget. It just absolutely sucks. I mean, at least can do good at scanning. Gives you a bit of a speed boost, so it's better than nothing. But I feel like any gadget that Dynamite gets in the future is going to be much better than this one. I mean, we're going to try and tweak it and whatnot, but I just think it's a really bad gadget and just not going to make him good at all. I think his new gadget that's due to come out soon makes it so enemies are stunned, so it's going to be easier for you to hit shots. So that's going to be by far the better gadget, like 100%. Even if they give this one a like remodel or something, I still feel like that's going to be better, because that's what Dynamite struggles with, is hitting the shots, because it's really hard in this meta. It's a really fast-paced meta. It's a really tanky meta, and nothing really suits Dynamite at all. So I'm going to go and try and get that B there, which I'm able to do so. Again, I'm just going to use my gadget to scout the grass and get some additional speed. I should be able to pass this off to KC, and we should be able to get a win. So that's a nice trick shot from KC. So that's going to be Dynamite. He's going to have the worst gadget in the game. As I said, kind of looking forward at this one, because his new gadget's going to be so much better. So this one's going to be even worse than before. But yeah, that's going to be the worst gadget in the game. Okay, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed. I feel a bit under the weather at the minute, so you've got to excuse my voice. But regardless, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what videos you want to see from me, because I'm a bit out of ideas at the moment. It's not really been like a fresh set of updates or any new type of content to kind of cover. So yeah, just let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out Casey in second. I'll put them in the description, as I said. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I'll see you all next time.